Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving into a fascinating article. It's time to rethink 6G. It challenges the conventional wisdom of the telecom industry, suggesting that the relentless pursuit of ever higher bandwidth might be, well, unnecessary. Intriguing, right?
Absolutely. I've always been skeptical of the hype surrounding each new generation of mobile networks. The article points out that data growth is slowing, which is a huge shift from the decades-long assumption of exponential growth. What's the core argument?
The core argument is that current consumer applications simply don't need the massive bandwidth 6G promises. Think about it. Even high-bandwidth applications like 4K video streaming, or even the demanding Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, only require a fraction of 1 gigabit per second. Most people are already saturated at much lower speeds.
That's a compelling point. The article uses the analogy of airspeed in commercial air travel. We haven't seen a significant increase in airspeed for decades, even though the technology to go faster exists. It's a great illustration of how technological advancement doesn't always translate to increased consumer demand.
Exactly. And the article backs this up with data. Charts showing mobile and landline data growth reveal a consistent decline in the rate of growth over the past decade. This suggests we're approaching a plateau, where further increases in speed become largely imperceptible to the average user. It's a paradigm shift.
But what about future technologies? The article mentions things like autonomous vehicles, the metaverse, and AI. Won't those require significantly more bandwidth?
The article addresses that directly. While some future applications could potentially demand higher bandwidth, there's no concrete evidence to suggest they'll require the massive increases predicted for 6G. Autonomous vehicles, for instance, don't seem to need much more than a decent 5G connection. Even the metaverse, even if it takes off, is estimated to need bandwidth within the capabilities of current 5G networks. It's all about scaling existing technologies, not inventing entirely new ones.
So what are the implications of this? If the need for massive bandwidth expansion is overstated, what does that mean for the telecom industry?
The article paints a picture of a major industry shift. We might see less investment in 6G, more focus on cost-cutting and improving existing services, and a potential restructuring of the telecom landscape. It even suggests that the focus might shift from technological innovation to price and customer service, much like the budget airline industry. A fascinating prospect.
It's a bold prediction, but the data presented is compelling. The article also touches on the regulatory implications. Less need for spectrum auctions, potentially fewer operators, and a shift in policy goals from chasing the highest speeds to ensuring adequate coverage for everyone. A more equitable approach, perhaps?
Precisely. The article concludes by highlighting the need to address the digital divide. Instead of focusing on ever faster speeds for a select few, the industry should prioritize expanding coverage to underserved areas, using cost-effective solutions like satellite internet and improved indoor coverage, a more sustainable and socially responsible approach.
It's a thought-provoking article, to say the least. It challenges us to rethink our assumptions about technological progress and its impact on society. Thanks for breaking it down for us.
My pleasure. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes and News. Join us tomorrow for another insightful discussion. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.